everyone, welcome back. I'm Keith.
I'm Dawn.
And we are just kind of gradually getting back in the saddle again after my surgery. I had open heart surgery a couple months ago and am on a quick recovery and feeling great and ready to get back on the road and see the sights and do some content for everybody. So today we are heading down towards the Hocking Hills area to explore some of the cool roads down there. We're gonna stop by Old Man's Cave, and for those of you who haven't been there, give you an update of what's going on there, and head down 56 and 374, and then for lunch
We're going to Hocking Hills Diner. So in our library, we've been to Hocking Hills Diner. We have a video in our library on that, but it's since come under new ownership. So we're anxious to check it out and see. They got a new menu and some new things there. So we're anxious to check it out.
Yeah, I know it's always been good, and sounds like the new owners are very enthusiastic about what they're doing there. So we'll show you that, and we'll give you an honest opinion if it's better or worse. So come along with us and enjoy this beautiful hot day. Well, our route today, we came down through Circleville, picked up 56. We hit 22 right before Circleville, and I can tell you that's a nice country road, but it's flat and it's straight. So don't look for much excitement on 22 coming into Circleville. But once you hit Circleville and get on 56, it's a little bit hilly and windy through here, but definitely once we turn south on it, it's going to get some nice twisties there that you'll see. But it certainly is nice to get back on the bike. We've taken some shorter trips. This one will be a little bit longer for us today, and we'll gradually start doing longer trips as I start getting back in shape again. We are now in the Hocking Hills area, and we are coming through the little town of Laurelville. And we're going to stay on 56 through here. Just a little detour. As we took the wrong turn.
It's a scenic route.
Yeah, this is the. But yeah, you can pick up Route 180 in Laurelville, and that one direction runs you straight out to 33. But that's a really nice route that we've been on. You'd stop at the Ridge Inn restaurant. It always looks nice. We've never been there. If you know anything about it, let us know. And it gets a little more twisty, a little more wooded through this area now. As we mentioned, the famous Jimbo's Burgers and Beer. So we're going to be heading to Old Man's Cave. You can either go straight here, or you can turn up here and
Blue Stone.
I think that's straight.
Yeah.
We're going to take you down another little part of 56 here and actually go past Ash Cave.
Oh, feels good. All of a sudden we get a little cooler. cool air.
Yeah. Must be passing a creek.
A little homemade air conditioning.
Yeah. Cool area through here. And up here we are passing Ash Cave, which is kind of a nice place to go for kind of a short hike, but definitely some great views.
It's a relatively easy hike too. You know?
Yeah, it's pretty flat, and
you can do the gorge trail, which is down below,
right.
So you're not climbing anything high.
Right.
I also think it's wheelchair accessible too, which is different for a hiking trail.
So we're gonna turn up here on 374, head up towards Old Man's Cave. About 10 minutes away.
No shortage of twisties in Hocking Hills, that's for sure.
Definitely. Just have to make sure you stay on paved roads, because we have had a situation where we followed the GPS and it took us onto an unpaved road that was very rutted. It was kind of an interesting experience.
That's the type of road where the passenger sits there and shuts up and looks down, doesn't say a word, just to let the driver up there focus on what he's doing.
that was an
scary.
interesting one, because it was it wasn't just a gravel road. It was like one way, and it was really rutted, so you had to stay in the rut, and on the side of the road was a pretty significant drop off, so
and
but we
pray
made
that
it.
Nobody comes around the corner.
Yeah. But we made it, so
yeah, we're here to tell the story.
Yep. And before we stop into Old Man's Cave, we wanted to take you past the new lodge they have back here. We're not going to go in, but we will ride past it and you can take a look at it. It's definitely very nice. We've been in there once. We do have something in our library where we went in and kind of showed everybody around, but hasn't been here that long, only a few years. Very nice restaurant, very nice rooms. If you're staying in the area, it's definitely a good option, along with all the cabin possibilities. If you go up this road, there are some cabins up there you can stay at, individual cabins, if the lodge isn't your thing.
One thing we love about this area is they've got motorcycle parking right up front. You don't have to park out here in the boondocks.
And right here is the motorcycle parking. Here we are. Well, here we are at Old Man's Cave. Nice ride down here. Here we are. Well, we would say there's a pretty good crowd here today.
Just a couple people. Not too bad.
What do you think? We're gonna go swimming there once we get down there? It's a beautiful area. Think so far today, Dawn?
Pretty cool. Yeah.
Lots of people for sure.
Definitely. This is a hopping place today.
They've done so much down here since COVID. They kind of had closed it down, but they did so much as far as adding bridges and walkways. So I think they've done a good job. And if you want to cool off a little bit, you're a kid, you can wade into the little creek. The nice thing about coming down here on a day like this is whatever the temperature is up there, it's cooler down here, even if it feels a little...
And there's no breeze, but it's still cooler because we're in the shade.
Yeah. You can still feel it's kind of humid because it kind of traps the moisture down here, but it's definitely cooler and it's definitely shaded, so you're not, at least you don't have the heat of the sun. And we're going into the cave. Will we go in and not come out?
Oh my God, I can't see. Oh, that's
And we made it. Bridge here. Head over to, that's actually Old Man's Cave.
Ready?
Another tunnel. Got a duck in this one.
And a lot of stairs.
Yeah, baby. Just feel that heart pumping with all that clear blood flow.
Stairs. Working down the legs.
My heart's saying, no, this is a lot easier than 4 or 5 months ago.
Cardiac rehab. Who needs cardiac rehab when you come to Old Man's Cave?
All right. Sweating at Old Man's Cave. All right, we're really getting a workout now. We went down for a while. That always means you gotta go up. Some point.
What goes down must come up. What goes up must come down.
Just so we don't have what's standing up must fall down. All right, we just finished the steps coming back up, and it actually wasn't too bad. You know, I've always kind of been wondering what my conditioning is since the surgery, and just to recap quickly for those of you that have not followed the story. Beginning of May, I was feeling some chest pains right in the center, and I thought I was having just severe heartburn. And so it lasted for about an hour, went away. A couple hours later, it came back. The next day, after we went out to lunch, the next day it started again. And it was pretty intense, but it was just right in the middle, so I didn't think it was like a heart attack. And but we did go to the emergency room to I figured I had to get some sort of prescription heartburn medication because it was getting pretty bad. And once I got in there, they did some testing and determined that my heart was under stress and that it was actually a minor or lower grade heart attack that I was having. So they admitted me. The next day, the cardiologist did a heart cath to determine what kind of blockage I had, and they determined I had 4 arteries blocked significantly, like 70%, 80%, 90%, one that was almost 100. They put it at 99%. So at that point, they decided they were going to have to do open heart surgery and a quadruple bypass. So I ended up being transferred to Kettering Health main campus where they do that surgery. And 2 days later, Dr. Merle did the open heart surgery on me. So I've got the big scar going down my chest. I've got the big scar on my arm here where
He's got the war wounds.
Yeah, where they take the arteries out that they use for the bypass. But everything went real well with the surgery. I stayed in intensive care for a couple days just to be monitored. Went to the regular cardiology floor for 2 days and then came home. And everything, the recovery has been going remarkably well. Everything I've been doing, I've been able to do. I've kind of taken it a little bit slower and kind of in steps, but I've pushed it enough that I feel like I'm making good progress, and I've done everything I wanted to do. And today was definitely the most strenuous walk we took, and I feel great. And I do not feel like I would have felt this great 2 months ago if I came here. So I'm not going to talk about it too much more. I'm very, very fortunate things went how they did. I'm very fortunate I had Dawn here to take care of me, but I'm feeling great, ready to get back out, enjoying life and seeing the sights and doing some content for everybody. But that's the story. So I guess the moral is if especially for the guys out there, if you think something doesn't feel right, get it checked out, because there's a better than average chance that something's going on. So don't ignore your body. It gives you messages, and don't ignore those messages. So that's my public service announcement from Two Wheel Buckeyes.
There you go. You heard it.
You can look around here. They've got some nice exhibits of the different places along Hocking Hills: Whispering Cave, Old Man's Cave, Ash Cave, Cedar Falls. Big map of the whole park. And this is a neat little bridge here. Looks like an old replica of an old train bridge. And it's a nice little view down to the bottom. Hello down there.
Oh my gosh, people are parked on the street. Wow.
I guess you're allowed to park over there, but not on this side.
Oh, good gravy. I definitely feel and sense some air-conditioned lunch coming our way.
Actually feels good now in the wind, and
Yeah.
the sun's back behind the clouds. So now that we did everything the opposite, we did our exercise first. Now we're gonna go get something to eat at Hocking Hills Diner. So it's probably about 20 minutes away. Head out to 33, down 664, a couple miles, and it's right in Logan. And there it is on the right. At least we know it's open.
Yes, it is. So it does not appear that the driveway that takes us back to Hocking Hills Diner has been abated at all. So you just got to be careful. There's just a little bit of gravel coming back here and a little bit of ruts, but
there's a company right beside it, and
a donut shop. That must be new.
oh
Hocking
yeah.
Hills Donuts. Oh boy. It says they're open. Donuts for dessert.
Well, let's head on into Hocking Hills Diner and see what the new management has done. So I got the turkey club wrap with potato chips.
I got a cheeseburger with some french fries.
And we're actually calling this heart healthy. So for you people questioning that, these are heart healthy chips. This is
Not
heart
heart
healthy. That's not healthy.
Heart is fine, not heart healthy. Ticker's good.
Yep. So we're gonna eat because I am starving. So let's dig in.
Okay.
Well, that was our lunch at Hocking Hills Diner, and I can definitely tell you that I am full. I was hungry going in, but I am full now. So that was a big. It's called the turkey club wrap. It was huge. So, what'd you think, Dawn?
I thought it was good. It was. It definitely has. They've expanded the menu a lot. Like their menu is pretty big, and yeah, it was really good. Very much the same inside too.
Yeah, definitely has that hometown diner feel about it.
Yeah.
So definitely recommend it if you're in the area. Stop by. They have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So check it out. Now we are heading from Logan. We're gonna head home a little different route. We're gonna take Route 93 from Logan to MacArthur. Kind of show you that route a little bit. check out this section of 93 on the other side of 33 and show you what that's all about.
That's a wrap on today's ride through the stunning Hocking Hills.
Twisty roads, fresh air, and those epic views. Doesn't get much better than that.
If you enjoyed the ride, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment below.
Thanks for coming along for the ride. Until next time, stay safe, ride free, and we'll see you on the next adventure.